Well, my technical title is web coordinator. But the job encompasses pretty much everything. It's like assisting the owners, helping them with buying, with staffing, with employees, with the sales floor. But my main job would be with the website, managing the website, putting new product online, social media sites, advertising, marketing. Okay, so it always consists as I always have something to do, but Mondays are probably the busiest just because I'm not there over the weekend, and just getting everything set up for the work week, going over what we want to accomplish that week, and so Monday mornings are always really busy.
Yeah.
And Fridays are always really busy. Technical background as far as Photoshop and being able to use all aspects of the computer systems, internet, just simple like knowledge of Excel, being able to type fast, write emails, and or if somebody wants a logo sent here, you need to be able to figure out how to get it off our bags and send it over to who needs it, and it never changes. So
yeah. I know you came from like a creative school. You went to, where'd you go again?
Academy of Art.
Academy of Art. So do you feel like you get to use some of your creative skills?
Definitely.
Definitely. That's cool.
Yeah. As far as the graphic design part, the graphic skills, not so much design skills, but I do get to do the tunic design, help with the textile design. But no, it's good that I am using my skills towards something, because I wouldn't be able to do the job if I didn't, or at least do it to the level that I'm being able to do it without having to go to school for design.
What advice would you give a person entering this field?
Well, design world, it's hard because my job is, it's tough. But the job I had before this is also, the design or creative world in general, it's so subjective that there's so many people, especially when I was in school, that I would just put you down or not have similar taste to you.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember, like, that as long as you stay true to yourself and you have a certain point of view, that you'll get somewhere. And if you always give 100%, then you're bound to, make it to what you want to do.
Yeah.
So many people give up in school because, well, besides the fact that they realize it's not for them and it's hard. And it's really hard with all the criticism and I'm easily, like, I have a good relationship with the owners, so they can tell me, oh God, this is I'll show them an ad and they're like, this is terrible. So, it took so many time, like tears in school, to be able to like present something and think it's really good and have somebody say it's terrible. So you just have to know that, be able to take criticism and apply it to the right places, but also know it's subjective. It's funny, yeah, because when I first took the job, it was more of a semi-like web sales, and now it's developing where I have hands-on to so many parts of the business that, it's developing to more of a career than just like a job to fill the time. And I see so many of my friends working jobs design jobs that I originally wanted, and they're really unhappy because they don't have creative freedom. And I get a lot of creative freedom with my job, so I kind of don't want to give that up for a little bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Big fish in a little sea as opposed to a little fish in a big sea, I
guess.
guess.
Sales online have become such a big part of the industry, and you're running that, and almost like, in a sense, creating what Facebook and Twitter and all those kind of social mediums are going to be for the small business.
It seems like Facebook and all the social media in advertising is bringing people into the stores.
Mm-hmm.
But web business, honestly, isn't that good right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not doing anything really different. I mean, we're doing positive changes, which are bringing in bigger sales, but we definitely need to invest. I think next year, especially, we need to take the time and invest in marketing and being able to put our site out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only people that go to our Facebook and Twitter are people that know the store to begin with. So we need to reach people. A lot of it's word of mouth right now,
mm-hmm.
and we don't come up as high in search engines because we're not putting the money out there.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to look into more of how to market the website.
Yeah.
To make money.
To see how it's taken off and flown with businesses using it, it just kind of blows my mind, So it's makes me wonder, what's next,
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder, they're doing a thing now, a company actually called which we somehow didn't get involved in, but where you can actually order a product through Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having a link, it'll actually, when you click on a picture, it'll take you to a
PayPal.
PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes you to PayPal and you can buy it right there.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see all it.
Yeah.
Well, I think with any job too, if you're serious about it, you
mm-hmm.
have to sacrifice a lot of my. I don't know. As far as fashion industry, I feel like if you don't give up, if that's not your number one priority and your goal or whatever part of the industry, there's so many different parts. You know what I mean? What I'm doing is not what I was planning on doing.
Yeah.
But it could turn into a big buying career at some point for me, which is not the road I initially wanted to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of my friends just work a 9-to-5 job, but are looking forward to other things outside of work. And I think it's important, I feel like I sacrifice a lot of, my social
mm-hmm.
life, I guess, is, to be successful in what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the only thing.
Yeah.
You putting work first, you end up sacrificing relationships and different things. But I'm trying to balance.
Your background was in, knitwear, wasn't it?
Yeah, knitwear and fashion design.
So how did your background, do you think, how did it lead you to this position?
Well, I had a background in retail also.
Okay.
So I was working as a design intern at Old Navy for a year.
Okay.
And they weren't hiring. And then I was looking for a sales job to hold me over. But when I went for the interview, it happened that somebody that was doing the web job, which I also know basic HTML,
mm-hmm.
Was leaving. So I was like, oh, well, I can kind of do that. And then my skills, actually, I feel like it's that's what's turned into another, leading towards a career.
Mm-hmm.
My background as far as textile design for the tunics and graphic design and all those things that you learn in school end up helping with this job a lot.
What part of this job is personally just most satisfying?
I think when you see especially when we run ads in national magazines,
mm-hmm.
or when I do poster, just seeing your work,
mm-hmm.